It's a little darker in this room than I kind of wanted it to be, but the sun is setting already. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. All right, I want to make this video really quick. I just had like three announcements that I just wanted to like put out there, and it's probably easier if I make a quick video rather than putting a post, because I know that not everybody sees the post, but more people will see the video. So three quick things. First thing, so on Saturday last week, I put up a video with Wendy Carlos and her demonstrating some of like the old Moogs and synthesizers, and like it was a really cool kind of video to look at from like a historical point of view and perspective, and it was really cool, like great video. And I used that video because I couldn't find any of the Switched on Bach albums, or I couldn't find any music online. And you guys were really helpful. In a lot of you sent me links to, Switched on Bach, and some of you sent me files and links to places. So that was really nice of you. So a big thank you for that, because that's my original intention, was to listen to that album, but I couldn't find any of her music anywhere online. So that's why I just kind of at least said, okay, well, if I can't find her music, maybe I can at least watch a demonstration or something. From your comments, it led me to further investigation, and apparently, unfortunately for us, Wendy Carlos is a little bit more on top of things when it comes to copyright and things like that. So I hate to say it, but I did take down that video that I did put up with the demonstration. I didn't want to, but I did take it down because if her or her company or whoever, it doesn't matter, that it's their rights. If they're on top of the copyright stuff and their material that hard, I don't want to risk any sort of copyright strikes or anything like that, any sort of infringements, especially because if you didn't see the post from a couple weeks ago, I got a copyright strike from an old, it was like 2 years ago that I did a video, and I got a copyright strike 2 weeks ago regarding that video that I did 2 years ago. And I never had any issues with it previously. So because I have one copyright strike, I do not want to risk another one. 3 strikes and the channel's deleted, so it's not really worth the risk. I weighed it. I said it's better just to delete the video, err on the side of caution, rather than keeping it up. And who knows? I'd rather just not take the risk. And as such, I was trying to think about Switched on Bach, and like, I hate to say it, but I also don't really want to cover it. I don't even want to edit it and such and put it up on the Patreon or anything, because once again, if Wendy or her team or whoever is that pursuant, I don't want to have it on another platform, and then they go to that platform and it causes more issues. So sometimes it's just better to be risk adverse. I was thinking maybe, I'm not saying this is what I will do, so don't look towards anything in the near future, because I just don't know, and I'm still kind of weighing what I want to do. There's a chance I might listen to Switched on Bach on my own, and then I will just do a review. No music, no nothing. I will just do an actual review, like when I used to do like some album reviews in the past. I don't know if I will do that, because it's just like I would love to record it and talk it through, but it's not worth the risk, So, once again, that is 100% her right. That I am always going to err or be on the side of the copyright holder, the music, the artist, the band. That is their music. That is their right to do as they wish with it, and I will always be on their side. But I don't want to risk anything on my side. So that's that. If you're wondering where that video went, the second thing. What was the second thing? Oh, Long Song Saturdays. I didn't write anything down. I'm just kind of going off the cuff. Okay, so I also made a video maybe a few months ago or something, I don't know, about Long Song Saturdays, and how, before I would always put out a schedule, let you guys kind of know what to expect, and I was very consistent on Long Song Saturdays. Then with Liam coming, I didn't want to make promises I can't keep, so I kind of, canceled the Long Song Saturdays basically. That still holds. However, I'm trying my best to actually keep the Long Song Saturdays going in some capacity, even if I don't do a full album reaction, maybe like I did last week or weekend with Fish. maybe I can actually go back to doing like long songs, you know? So that's something I am keeping in mind. And I can guarantee you at least for the next 2 weeks, there will be something. I don't, because I recorded something because I managed to find some time to do that. I'm not telling you what it is. You just have to kind of wait. But, but I did do something. So you have that to look forward to. And I've been doing some of those premieres. So it's not like I'm live doing the reaction, but I make those videos premiere in a live way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
So that, like, you know, sometimes I pop in there, everyone can chat. It's a little bit more community based. So, and the reason I'm doing that, I'm pulling up my post. If I can find where I made that post. It was 2 months ago I made that video. Let me put you guys here really quick. It was 2 months of video. I asked you guys, do you prefer more long song Saturdays or 2 reaction videos daily? It was kind of split. it was kind of split. So that's why I'm kind of continuing the long song Saturdays, and you're already getting the 2 reaction videos at least daily. Been 3 recently, but yeah. So I'm trying to continue that for as long as I can. So that's the long song Saturday news, and then because it's Thanksgiving week, it's Tuesday right now. I'm sure this video should be coming out tomorrow, but I'm on the Buy Me a Coffee, which is leading me into my next thing. Here's the copyright thing that I mentioned. I am offering a discount until Friday on the Buy Me a Coffee, 15% discount on there for the Thanksgiving week, which, like I said, is leading me to my next thing, which is the biggest. Like, let me bring you guys back up here. The biggest, you got to use promo code Turkey at the checkout. Genuine and biggest thank you to specifically everyone that has bought a sponsorship on the Buy Me a Coffee. Some of you have done several. But like, obvious, yes, the money aspect and the support in that regard. Because if I'm just being honest with you, and I like to be somewhat transparent, if the Buy Me a Coffee continues like it did last month, in which it was the biggest month for the Buy Me a Coffee, if it was to continue with some sort of stability in that regard, there's a chance that I could do this full time. There are no promises made in that. I'm just like letting you guys know there's a small chance, and with that would come a lot of other things. Now I could really do full album reactions. Now I could go back to also incorporating, not on this channel, but maybe some TV show and movie reactions as I was doing before, just like more. So anyways, I really, really just wanted to say a huge thank you, because that has helped a lot. It's one thing, buying Liam formula, he has reflux, and so we have to buy the good formula, so to speak, because he's bougie. So we like it's just been a huge help. And like, this is specifically to everyone that's, you know, used the Buy Me a Coffee, even if it's one time. Some of you, like I said, continuous, you know, those on the Patreon and just anything. Like, it's really helped. And you know, I want to shine a light on everyone, even if you've never done that. That's completely fine, because I really mean it. Even if you just go to a video and press the like button, that tells YouTube to like go and share this video, this channel ad nauseum, which helps. You know, if you comment, it helps. So I really mean that. Like, thank you so much, because it was really surprising, and I didn't want that to go unnoticed. I didn't want that to pass by. It's been a little bit since last month, but you know, I didn't want that to pass by. It was just kind of finding a little bit of time to do that specifically. So I really did want to mention that. Like I said, I do have that promo code there as well. I feel like there was one more thing I was going to say, but I think I actually hit all the points that I wanted to make on here. So the Wendy Carlos video, I really would love to do something. I just don't know what. If you guys have any ideas that are not risky towards the channel, I'm open ears for that. Long Song Saturdays, still lining those up little by little. Before, when I was doing the Long Song Saturdays, I pretty much was recording the month of Long Song Saturdays a month ahead of time. So like today, it's November right now. Before, I would have already had December done. Now I'm kind of doing it on a week by week basis. Just depending on how much time I have will kind of dictate what I'm able to do for that. And then, like I said, the Buy Me a Coffee has really been huge. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Along with the Buy Me a Coffee, I think another thing is just the sheer diversity of music that we've been covering. I'm sorry, but we have covered the most diverse, for lack of a better word, cast of music, artists and genres and such with the Buy Me a Coffee than we've ever covered before. And even before, I was trying to kind of, be a little diverse there, but it's exploded. And it's been really, really wonderful, from experimental electronic things to different, orchestral pieces, Zappa's, different directions that I've never heard of. It's just been really, really cool to explore a lot more of a diverse score of music. So that's been really, really nice. And I think that, that's just been wonderful. And not just for hopefully you guys have enjoyed a little bit more diversity in that regard, but also for myself. There's never been a point so far in the 5-6 years or however I've been doing this channel that I've become bored, stagnant, or whatever. Because it kind of works like this. I always listen to music, no matter what. When I leave, I'm listening to music. When I'm always listening to something. When if I'm on the channel, I'm like, okay, I have to finish listening to an album by who knows, Genesis. Genesis to Revelation. Oh, I got to keep on moving on with that album. Maybe one day when I'm recording and I sit here, I'm like, I don't really feel like listening to that album. I pull up something I want to listen to or I want to explore. So that's why it always keeps it fresh for me. But the Buy Me a Coffee has really introduced a huge amount of variety that has really kept me on my musical toes. And I love that. This is what I love doing. This is my passion and my drive. And that has just been a nice fire, So that's it. This video went on a lot longer than I wanted to. It went on a lot longer. I really wanted this to be a 5-minute video, but so let's just end it there. Thank you really so much for everything. Let me know about Wendy Carlos if you have any ideas. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving week. Oh man, I have a couple videos for Thanksgiving planned, but there's some. I get to eat like this once or twice a year. And it's happening. Thank you all again. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you later. Bye.